Hey, what's up there, guys? Corey here with Android Community, and today we are tipped off on a new launcher for Android called Vire Launcher. And right off the bat here, as you can see, we're just going to give you a little idea of what to expect here. This launcher is very graphic intensive. It's got real-time lighting, real-time effects, all kinds of 3D effects and lighting that just is really unique. I know a lot of people hate glares or reflections on their screen, but as you can see up top, there's actually a reflection right there on the clock. So that's kind of neat. And then as you saw a minute ago, as I go to go over to my next page, as you flip through your pages, there's this really cool, really smooth, very fast 3D effect. And as you can see, there's the reflection and the real-time lighting, and it's like a glass tile. It's kind of neat. And then also as I tap, you'll see the little ring or holo theme kind of effect around my finger where I tap. So that's just one of many things here. We were just tipped off on this. It's called the Vire Launcher, and obviously you can see here my notifications down at the bottom. I did change some of the icons a little bit because I didn't want them all to be this white plain design, but you've got the little notification there that I have one text message, so everything kind of is contextual down there instead of just up at the top. And here's another thing that's really cool is this widget up top is not just a widget with Vire Launcher. It is a widget and then almost its own tray on its own. So when you pull down, the Vire Launcher, their own Vire clock widget, becomes a widget, let's say in itself. You can add a widget inside of the clock widget, like right there for Play This Song, and then you can also add actual icons. So inside of the widget for the clock, a quick swipe down, and I have my music, a couple apps, whatever I'd like. So you can pull down a little bit just for a small, quick glance, or you can pull it all the way down and get the rest, whatever you would like. It's actually really cool. So if I go ahead and go back up, pull it down just a little bit. I don't want to go all the way down. You can click and hold, and here is where Vire also lets you add more to it. So from here, you can add applications, widgets, their own applets, which for now is just the clock. This is a beta, but there will be more, and then shortcuts. So from here I can go in and go to applications, and then a bunch of applications are pulled up. And from there I can instantly add any of those applications right in the Vire clock for a whole nother experience aside from your usual home screen. So that's just one thing. And then obviously, as I said before, it's got this neat effect here when you swipe through your screen. And I mean, it's fast, it's smooth, and it works great here with an older device like the Galaxy Nexus. It's not extremely old, but definitely is not a quad-core phone like many. Then over here you got the menu button, settings, add, wallpaper. They do have a few of their own wallpapers, but that's not really the strong suit. The strong suit here being that real-time lighting and effects and wallpaper and 3D. So go in here to settings. They have a whole list here. You can hide the status bar. Enable those reflections. Obviously some people might not like that reflection on the actual screen. I mean, as you can see here, it works with their engine. That's not a reflection from light or anything above. That is on screen. You can see my light reflection on its own. So that's kind of neat. But go back in here to those settings and enable reflection. I enable the HD shaders to use real-time reflections in the transition. So while flipping through the screens, you still get that real-time reflection with that setting. Then a couple of full screen transitions and everything. And then also, there's launcher themes. You go into outline and all the icons look kind of, I mean, for me, I think it's plain. But give it a minute there. Some people might like that very simple, streamlined look here with some of those icons. And then there's a pebble option as well that's a little bit different, but similar to the one we were just at. So go back to what I was already in. And then let's show you some of the other transition effects that really make this crazy. The 3D effects in Vire Launcher are what are really cool. So you go to Home Transition Style. Right now I'm in Crystal. It comes with that out of the box. The tile one and the cube free are very cool. Then you have your basic ones and flip and scroll and a couple things we've seen before. But the tile transition is the neat one. And as you saw there, look at all those tiles it's just neat looking. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. It's not, I mean, it's kind of cool. I saw that and was instantly like, that is sweet. So you can see here how active it is and how responsive this launcher is. So you flip through your screens and it's just you know, if you go slow, you can show people just how cool that is. And then even in the transition, you kind of start to see that reflection on the clock up there. And then when you land, there it goes again. So it's really neat the way that transition works. And then of course you have your whole list there in the Vire clock. So it's kind of cool. That was, I mean, it doesn't do justice on video, but it is really neat. Go to that cube free and go back in here, and we have a cube. It's like a box, as you can see as I start to flip through my screen. So you can't really see it too much here as I go through my screens, but when you go slow, you can kind of see this 3D cube. Kind of neat. And then let's go see some of these other ones. Cube in, just give that a quick look. That's something we've seen before. It's more of that kind of like you're on the inside of a cube and it just kind of rotates you around. So go in here again, let's find something a little cool. Cube out, fade in, five out, flip. That's nothing extremely new. We've seen that before. That's kind of what we had before, but it's not quite that huge, thick glass tile, but it's the same general effect. And has all those real-time lights, and as you can see here, it's just kind of snazzy, kind of cool. But for me personally here, go in the settings. My favorite happens to be that tile animation, just because it's so neat when you flip through your screens. Let's go ahead and maybe add a few applications on there, just so you can kind of tell that I'm flipping from one page to the other. So there it was, just a quick look here. I mean, it's really neat. Obviously, you're going to have to check this out on your own to kind of get the full effect here and just see how powerful this really is yourself. But it's available now. It's on the Google Play Store. It's called the Vire Launcher, and right now it's just in beta. So to be in beta and be this impressive is pretty neat. But yeah, go ahead, check it out. Thanks for watching, guys.